Today I thought we'd stop over at the household hazardous waste facility. I had mentioned in my last video that I had got the stain to do that project from here. So I thought I'd give you guys a tour, see what it was like. I don't know, you may have one near you, and this may be a resource that you could utilize if you're doing, projects and crafts or whatever. It's a great opportunity, I think. So if you do have one and you want to get kind of involved, I guess you could say, ours has a reuse. So if I'm looking for any particular materials or anything like that, I can put my name, my number, the material I'm looking for, the date that I came in and asked for it. Now some of them will have you sign a release and waiver of liability, and that's because they can't be responsible for the materials that are in the containers if they're not exactly what the container says it is. I usually don't get opened and unless it's a can of paint or something like that, some jug of something that's sitting there opened and you just don't know what it is. If you use the materials, you're pretty familiar with it, but just to give you an eyeball of the kind of stuff that they do have come in that could be possibly available, for people to reuse. But we'll just take a walk around. They take fluorescent light bulbs. I will have to say, this guy keeps this place, being a hazardous waste facility, immaculate. Now, he didn't want to get on video or anything like that, but I just thought I'd give you a walk around, show you exactly what's going on here. There's a fume hood, so if they get any kind of a chemical in, something out of an old farm or something like that they're not able to identify, they can put that in until they, are able to identify it or get someone to identify it so that it can be classified. Over there's the barrels that they, empty barrels that they put stuff in, and those right there are the full barrels. Here's the bins that they put the paint in, and I'll come in here and I'll look to see, well, what kind of goodies do they have today, type thing. These are the ones that are already sealed up, weighed, closed up, ready to process and get shipped out. They take automotive batteries here for proper disposal, fire extinguishers, a lot of other stuff. Their scales, their bulb crusher right there. Another thing that they do is with the aerosols, they have a depleter. With flammable materials, they have a bulking station over there, and that big old metal looking thing is a vent. So when they're depleting or pouring gasoline, diesel, etc., they'll turn that hood on, and all the fumes will go outside so that they're not fuming up the place. But also they take it to another level. With the aerosols, you can't just take a aerosol can to the scrap yards. They don't want them rolling around in their scrap yards. But if you crush them, and they have a crusher right there, and then they have a bin that they throw all the used ones in, and they take that over to the scrap yard, and they're able to recycle that material. And also that goes towards the cost of the disposal of the materials. Now here we have the 8 barrels that most household hazardous materials will go in. Right here we have a corrosive, which is ammonia. They got to keep ammonia separate. It's a base, but they can't put ammonia and bleach together, of course. They have oxidizer and corrosive. There's the bases or the alkaline materials like bleach and stuff like that. There is flammable gas, the aerosols that they're not able to deplete in the aerosol depleter because of if it's a spray foam or something like that, because basically that depleter is just a little needle that pokes a hole in the side of the can. It depletes the contents out into the 55-gallon barrel. There's acids, there's poisonous solids, poisonous liquids. But back to the materials that they do have available. I do a lot of welding, so after I grind up and clean up a spot, weld it up, I like to spray a little spray paint over it to protect it, keep it nice, whatever. Somebody brings over a lawnmower mowing deck that is cracked or something like that, I might not have the right color, but at least it ain't gonna rust out from where I ground and welded on it. They got pool chemicals, the stains. It's just amazing the things that have. Cleaners, there's some fertilizer, automotive stuff, WD-40. Everybody needs some WD-40. Now, I thought this was kind of hilarious coming into household hazardous waste that somebody had brought Listerine in, but I hatch quail. So cleaning my incubators, I thought it would be a good idea to grab that, to spray down my incubators to clean them up. But I just think that if you guys got something like this and you can get connected with the people that are running it and tell them what you're looking for, that maybe you can get involved on this program. I mean, because it is all about reduce, reuse, and recycle. Like I said, if you got to sign a waiver or something like that, just be aware of the products that you're getting, that you're cautious and you know what's going on. But like I said, this guy keeps this place super nice, and I hope the facilities near you are as nice as this one, make life easier. All right. Thanks. God bless.